Well, good morning, everybody. I appreciate you being patient with my 1080p coming through here. I have really bad Wi-Fi at the moment, and my phone camera just won't stop lagging, so I'm recording this through a webcam. But anyways, I saw this because I looked up the latest killer whale attack. And when I say latest, I mean literally over the past weekend, there was another instance in the Strait of Gibraltar of a killer whale breaking off the rudder of a racing boat that was in the middle of a race. And yeah, I thought it was nuts that this keeps on happening. I'm like, what? This keeps on happening. And luckily no one's been hurt during this situation. But I'm like, this is becoming more of like an international incident, because there's a couple of reasons why. We'll go over why this is becoming more of like big front page news. And as soon as it becomes front page news, there are certain people who are going to go out of their way to spin it in the direction they want to spin it. And I have a couple of things that I thought were very interesting about this incident that I'd like to talk to you about and get your insight on as well. This from Business Insider: stop calling the killer whale attacks or whale encounters with boats attacks. Killer whales near the Iberian Peninsula have been striking boats since 2020. No doubt the encounters feel like attacks to the boaters, but experts say that may not be accurate. The orcas are probably just playing, so calling them attacks might be misleading. Killer whale attacks sure make a great headline, but it may not be quite accurate when used to describe the encounters between orcas and boats that have been taking place near the Iberian Peninsula in recent years. Hundreds of these encounters have been documented off the southern coast of Spain and Portugal since 2020, researchers say, that typically follow a similar pattern. An orca approaches a boat from behind and strikes its rudder repeatedly, sometimes until it is broken off and the boat is immobilized. Most encounters end with minimal damage and no humans have been injured in one of these interactions. But in the last 3 cases, killer whales have managed to sink sailboats, prompting talk of an orca uprising in which the whales are finally fighting back. Undoubtedly, the people on board these little boats feel attacked, Andrew Trites, director of the Marine Mammal Research Unit at the University of British Columbia in Canada, previously told Insider. Still, he thinks it's unlikely that attack is an accurate description of what's going on. Despite one theory that a traumatized killer whale seeking revenge on boats, Trites and other experts have said that they believe the orcas are most likely playing. They appear to be picking up and mimicking the play behavior of other killer whales, suggesting that it is positively reinforced or that they are getting pleasure of some sort of benefit from it. Trites said he was also concerned that framing the encounter as attacks could lead to misunderstandings about killer whales, not dissimilar from the fear of great white sharks inspired by a certain Hollywood movie that changed many people's impressions of the ocean forever. Other experts, as well as ship captain whose boat was targeted by an orca, have worried that the attack framing could lead scared boaters to take matters into their own hands and start shooting whales, which feeds into other potentially misleading aspects of describing these interactions as attacks. In all likelihood, the whales are more likely to get injured or killed in these encounters than the humans. So instead of using the word attack, which implies aggressive and violent action, it might be more accurate to simply describe the literal behavior that the orcas are engaging in, such as striking, ramming, targeting, or hitting boats. Okay, couple things right off rip. One, ever since 2020, since 2020, I cannot stand being told what to do or how to feel or what words to use. There's multiple reasons for this. And I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of why I feel necessarily like that. But if a mainstream news source, or anybody in particular, tells me I can't say certain things, it makes me want to say them. And it makes me think, why are they so hell-bent on portraying it in a certain light? And in this case, it's because they don't want people killing these orcas. This is in Europe. I'm sorry, but what? Switzerland is what? The only country with guns there? I could be wrong on this. It's very difficult to get guns in 99% of Europe. So, like, you seriously think that people, these rich people on these yachts, or these sailboats, have guns on them? I don't think so. I could be wrong. But that's not what's happening here at all. That hasn't been a thing. People are just recording like, oh my God, 3 boats have sunk. Which means that in certain cases, what if they were, couldn't get help? And all of a sudden, they're lost at sea. Their boat has sunk underneath them. I mean, a boat sinking is a big deal. People die in boat sinkings all the time. So what? All of a sudden, the orca comes up and sinks that boat, and a storm comes through and someone dies. Is that going to change your tune? If this was a shark that went up and started biting this somebody's boat, and it was the same shark that was doing it over and over again, that shark would be instantly killed. Instantly. A big tiger shark or a great white starts biting people's rudders and is like repeatedly doing it. That shark is instantly killed. You know why? Because it's a shark. People don't care about sharks as much. Killer whale, orca, whatever. They care. A lot of people care. So what you're telling me right now is that in this instant, as long as it's an orca doing it, it's fine because they're just playing. Don't use violent words. It implies aggressive and violent action. You know what you should use? Aggressive and violent words such as striking, ramming, targeting, or hitting. Because those aren't violent actions. Hitting, striking, ramming, those aren't violent. If they do that to you, that's not violence. Come on. They're just ramming you. They're just striking you. How stupid do you think people are? Like, they are doing violent things. Whether or not they're doing it out of fun doesn't matter. If I walk up to somebody's car and I start striking and ramming and ripping off the bumper and popping the tire, I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun. That's it. I don't want to hurt the person. I'm not hurting the person in the car. I'm just striking the boat, striking their car, putting a hole in it. I'm not hurting them. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what their intentions are. The point is that they're doing it. And it's just like, it's like the people who get pissed off that, like, somebody defends themselves against an attacker in New York. It's like, oh, he was just doing his thing. He was just living his life. And, it was turning violent and someone decided to defend themselves. How dare he want to make sure that his life is, not at risk? Like, that doesn't make any sense. If you are being attacked by something, if you are on a boat in the ocean and an animal comes up to you and is jeopardizing your life by potentially sinking your boat, that's a violent thing. That's an attack. Don't tell me that it's just them playing. It's happening a lot, too. It's happening over and over and over again. This is something that is repeatedly happening. This comes after this boat race in the Strait of Gibraltar. Just take a look.
El segundo. For both brothers.
There you go. So we're sitting here and playing semantics with what these whales are doing, what the orcas are doing. because we don't want people going out and hurting these animals. But a shark or a gator is in the vicinity of another incident involving a shark or a gator, and everything around them is killed because it's an orca. And it's just, and also, I mean, this is an incident, again, that happened in the Strait of Gibraltar. But not too long ago, in Scotland off the Shetland Islands. Like, right here. Look at that. It happened. This orca rammed a boat, like, way north. Oh, very far away north. Like, completely separate incident. Like, this is happening over and over and over again. And you're going to tell me to stop calling it an attack. No, I'm not. No, they're not attacking people. They're not. But this is going to lead to somebody dying. It's going to, eventually. This is a bigger incident, I think, than people are letting on. I think this is something that is freaking out a lot of people. And they're trying to get ahead of the, the potential backlash that's going to happen when somebody does get killed. Because eventually, stuff like this happens, it's going to happen. What happens if someone falls in the water? What if the orca does decide to hurt them? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I seriously doubt that'll happen. But, like, somebody's going to eventually die from a sinking of a boat. And when that does happen, what are they going to say? They're going to make an excuse on why it's okay. I don't know what to do with these orcas. I don't want them to be killed. I don't think they should be. I personally think that you are on the water with them. You are in their habitat. And it's going to happen. But call a spade a spade. Don't sit here and bullshit me and blow smoke up my ass and tell me that it's not what I can clearly see is happening. They're just playing. Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're just playing. The fact is that it's happening. Let me know what you think down below. Am I being too hyperbolic here? Am I being too, I'm not sitting here, I've seen plenty of memes going around of all of this stuff happening. They've been pretty good. I've also seen, like, people's thumbnails of of incidents like this, and they're showing the killer whales with, like, blood all over their face. That's bull. That's dumb. Don't listen to those people. I don't think these things are going out there to kill people. But this could potentially lead to somebody dying, and that's a big issue. But let me know what you think down below. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Got some big stuff coming up. Very excited about, and I can't wait to show you guys. Also, I am going to be, at the moment, I am going to be shutting down my Patreon. I got some stuff that, it's good stuff. So if you're on my Patreon, I appreciate the support, but I'm going to be shutting that down, and I'm going to be making the Discord free. So if you want to be in my Discord, I will put a link in the description below, as well as at the end of the video here. So if you're here still, it's because you like the videos, because you like what I'm saying, and you want to see more. And if you want to, be a little bit more opinionated than you can in a YouTube comment section, hey, that's the place to go. Discord will be a fun place, and I want to see some memes. Give me some memes. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay wild.